How's it going, YouTube? This is my submission video for the 24 YEP budget build. As you can see, we started here with a base camp and went heavily modified from there. What you're looking at is a coat hanger chassis that I brazed all together, made coat hanger links. Let's get this thing torn apart and we'll show you. As far as the body coming off, it's just clipped in there. It clips right into the coat hanger chassis. So just gonna slide it forward, pop it out. Same thing with the bed. Slide it forward. Pop it out. Now you can get a look at the chassis here and what we ran. We went with the Goop RC motor and trans combo with the ESC. That was $47. Currently running the FlySky, but it'll be shipped with a different remote and receiver. 3D printed parts. We have the battery on axle mount. We have the carrier bearing and the radiator. So that's it for that. We're still running stock shocks. We just mounted them pretty low so the thing will stay pretty low. When I built this chassis, I was going for a 15-degree angled skid. We ended up with like a 12, essentially because I can't get the shocks to where I want them. I could raise them up real high, but then it changes the geometry and doesn't perform as well, so we'll just leave it how it is. Wheels and tires, we went with the Injora Klingons. They are clipped a little bit, and brass wheels, knockoff Amazons. Everything that we purchased here for this was from Amazon. We are running stock axles, but I did run the big weight hangers in the front for the brass hubs, and the CVD axles and brass extenders all the way around. As far as the steering goes, I split this steering link in half and put a coat hanger in there and glued it all in, so that's nice and sturdy. Running an Emax servo, tiny Spectrum battery, and I'm pretty much, that's about it as far as parts wise and what we did to make the chassis. So let's get it out on the rocks and test it. Okay, so we're out here in this little section here. I am currently doing a major overhaul of my outdoor course. So we have everything just kind of stacked up. Everything was over here in the corner. So now we just kind of have a gauntlet of everything just piled up so I can reorganize and redo everything. But I did set it up to where we should be able to make it around. I have tested this rig. It does fairly decent for what it is. So we'll see what we can and can't make it through here. This is a gauntlet section, a lot of tire hangers and swallowers and undercuts and all kinds of off cambers. So I did try to doctor it up a bit to where we can make it all the way through. So let's see what we can do. see that glitch. I tried to get that out, but that's from this Goop RC motor. I don't know if I just got too big of a KV for this one, but it is a 4000 KV, so I think it's just not enough starter power being sensorless. Well, we're gonna get a mulligan. Hand to God here. Alright, let's try that again. There's that stutter again. Oh. There it is. Now we are going to make a left here. Oh no. Alright, from here, I'm going to try to make it through the gauntlet. You can see a bunch of, literally no rhyme or reason. I literally just stacked them up here to organize them, and rebuild, so let's see if we can make it through it. Ooh, first rollover. Saved it. Now, from the looks of it, I need to go left. Looks like we're going to have to try and switch over. Oh, we're falling right into that hole. There we go. Sorry for my poor cameraing. Kind of have a rock bouncer driving style, if you will. But sometimes you gotta give her the horsepower. Alright, we're gonna try and make our way over there to the left and then up that boulder. See if we can make it around. Oh, got the dip hung up. Come on, cheap motor. This is kind of off angle, test some side hill action. Downhill. Now I do notice, just like I'm sure all of you noticed, that front bumper that I made is getting in the way quite a bit. So I think I'm going to modify that, trim it up a little higher so it'll stop hanging up. Also, if anybody knows of any diff sliders for the stock axles, that would be lovely. I want to kind of square up to this so we can drop down. That's kind of a steep downhill. too bad. I thought for sure she was gonna flip over. Alright. Alright, let's try and go back up it. Oh, we missed it. Looks like we're getting hung up on the cage back there. Oh, almost. Just need that one good hop. It landed on all fours though. Alright, let's try this again. I think this rock got moved here. Let's use a little stilt. Okay. That's what we wanted. There she is. See, I gotta kind of, every time I've made this, I've had to floor it up that rock, because once that back tire comes off of that edge. Oh, there's my moose. Nova. Surprised she's not trying to eat it yet. That's what she usually tries to do. Now, if we can get it to turn a little bit earlier. There we go. Let's square up with it a little bit better. Alright. Let's, we'll bypass this one for now. Let's see. So she gets an F on that one. Let's see if it'll make this climb. This is oh yeah. All right. That's good. Let's try this one. Nice. Let's see if we come down this way and across. Bumper hanging up again. There's that bumper again. Definitely going to be trimming that. Maybe I'll put a stinger or something in there. That'll work. I was kind of curious on how the coat hanger was going to hang up. I mean, hold up against rolling over and being bashed on the rocks and everything. And surprisingly, it's taken some pretty good spills off of the top of the rocks over there. And it hasn't dented. It's knocked some paint off it. You can see that the paint is all coming off because I have tested this thing many times already and put it through the works. So she has definitely been trail beaten. If it does get picked, we will slap a new coat of lipstick on her and send her on her way. But as of right now, I'm just having way too much fun with this thing. And can't wait for the picks to be chosen. I'm excited to see everybody's builds and how well they do. We're going to make it down to the bottom here, and then we're going to switch over to the other side. I'm going to try to run this battery out for you guys. See how far we make it. Alright, we are on the other side now, and just for reference, that's pretty high over the top of the truck. I didn't think this was going to be able to do this, but it does it surprisingly well. This is the first time I've even tried to braze coat hanger together. I do weld and fabricate. This was just kind of an idea I had. I started doing the exo cages with the coat hanger, and I was like, man, let's just try it, see how it came out. And like I said, surprisingly well. I was real curious on durability, especially with all the titanium chassis and everything coming out. It's really hard to compete with those. I mean, but this is cheap. Coat hangers are free. If you know a blue collar worker, they give you coat hangers for free. The brazing and the brazing rod's cheap, and the setup to do it, you don't really need a whole welding station or anything. You just need a Burns-O-Matic torch set, and this is virtually obtainable for everyone. I mean, bumpers, rock sliders, roll cages, exo cages, and to me the coat hanger looks fairly scale as far as tubing wise for these 124s. I think we're gonna get hung up here. Oh, I guess not. Let's see if we can make it all the way to the top of the stairs here. Oh. There we go. hello, hello. Oh, sorry. We're stuck on the cage up there. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can save it. Definitely not. Okay, let's try a different line here. We're going to try and go all the way up the staircase here. Oh. Alright, now that we got that fixed, let's try that again. Come on. Yeah, let's try the left side. And of course I missed it. I apologize now, not the best cameraman. Or a one-handed driver for that matter. But we will keep practicing. Alright, from here, we're usually going to try and make it up to the top here. This rig in particular, though, gets sucked down into this hole and doesn't like to get its way out. So let's see if we can maneuver around. This is at the point where we start falling in that hole. sucked in. Now the line usually goes up those rocks there, but because of the way this thing likes to land, we gotta try and creep around this way up to the top. So let's see. And mind you, I've only been playing with this rock pile like this for about a week. So we do have a little bit of seat time with it. Not that much. So let's see. Let's just try and position that there just for trying sakes and see if we can make it all the way up to the top. I have made it up to there, and this rig does not seem to like to make that turn, but let's try it. That axle free. Okay. That was nice. Oh, come on. Yeah, see, this is about where the point where this one gets hung up. And we're gonna break it. I'm alright with that. Just fix it and do it over again. Oh, oh. Anything break this time? Cage take any damage? No? Nothing broke? Nothing came apart? So pretty stout. For a $150 rig, obviously it's not going to be a line killer. Let's get back into the lab here, and we'll do another build breakdown here of everything that I bought and how much it cost. Okay, we got it back inside now. As you can tell, the only issue that I've seen so far is the bumper, how far it hangs down. We'll do a little build sheet here. This is what we got into it so far. $137. Wheels, Amazon specials, brass wheels, Goop RC, Motor Trans RC, Endura Klingon wheels, Emax servo, The brass hex extenders and hubs, go on Amazon, pretty much find any ones you want. I did get the super big wide ones, so they are super heavy. Same thing with the axles. Trim out your stock axle like everybody shows you on YouTube, and get some good CVDs and you're good to go. I mean, other than having this Emax servo in there, that's about its only steering downfall right now. And the rod ends I got down $4. You get a pack of like 21 or 24 of them in a kit, so they came out to like 50 cents a piece, so we used 8 of them, so that's $4. Other than that, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it for a $150 build. It does surprisingly well. I like the way the truggy style came out. I'm pretty happy with how durable the coat hanger is, and actually holds up. If this is something you guys would like to see me do or learn how to do, I'm definitely willing to make a video for that. So if you made it this far, I appreciate it. This was actually my first YouTube video, so be gentle. Hope you guys liked it, and enjoy.